The Second Anglo-Afghan War was fought between the United Kingdom and the Emirate of Afghanistan from 1878 to 1880, when the latter was ruled by Sher Ali Khan of the Barakzai dynasty, the son of former Emir Dost Mohammad Khan. This was the second time British India invaded Afghanistan. The war ended after the British emerged victorious against the Afghan rebels and the Afghans agreed to let the British attain all of their geopolitical objectives from the Treaty of Gandamak. Most of the British and Indian soldiers withdrew from Afghanistan. The Afghans were permitted to maintain internal sovereignty, but they had to cede control of their nation's foreign relations to the British. War background. After tension between Russia and Britain in Europe ended with the June 1878 Congress of Berlin, Russia turned its attention to Central Asia. That same summer, Russia sent an uninvited diplomatic mission to Kabul. Sher Ali Khan, the Emir of Afghanistan, tried unsuccessfully to keep them out. Russian envoys arrived in Kabul on July 22, 1878, and on August 14, the British demanded that Sher Ali accept a British mission too. The Emir not only refused to receive a British mission under Neville Bowles Chamberlain, but threatened to stop it if it were dispatched. Lord Lytton, the Viceroy, ordered a diplomatic mission to set out for Kabul in September 1878, but the mission was turned back as it approached the eastern entrance of the Khyber Pass, triggering the Second Anglo-Afghan War. First phase, a British force of about 40,000 fighting men, mostly British and Indians, was distributed into military columns which penetrated Afghanistan at 3 different points. An alarmed Sher Ali attempted to appeal in person to the Russian Tsar for assistance, but unable to do so, he returned to Mazar-e-Sharif, where he died on February 21, 1879. Treaty. With British forces occupying much of the country, Sher Ali's son and successor, Muhammad Khan, signed the Treaty of Gandamak in May 1879 to prevent a British invasion of the rest of the country. According to this agreement and in return for an annual subsidy and vague assurances of assistance in case of foreign aggression, relinquished control of Afghan foreign affairs to Britain. British representatives were installed in Kabul and other locations, British control was extended to the Khyber and Machnai passes, and Afghanistan ceded various northwest frontier province areas and Quetta to Britain. The British Army then withdrew. However, on September 3, 1879, an uprising in Kabul led to the slaughter of Sir Louis Cavagneri, the British representative, along with his guards and staff, provoking the next phase of the Second Afghan War. Second phase, Major General Sir Frederick Roberts led the Kabul field force over the Shutagadhan Pass into central Afghanistan, defeated the Afghan army at Char Iziab on October 6, 1879, and occupied Kabul 2 days later. Ghazi Muhammad Jan Khan Wardak, and a force of 10,000 Afghans, staged an uprising and attacked British forces near Kabul in the siege of the Shippa cantonment in December 1879. Despite besieging the British garrison there, he failed to maintain the siege of Shippa, instead shifting focus to Roberts' force, and this resulted in the collapse of this rebellion. Khan, suspected of complicity in the massacre of Cavagneri and his staff, was obliged to abdicate. The British considered a number of possible political settlements, including partitioning Afghanistan between multiple rulers or placing Yak's brother Ayub Khan on the throne, but ultimately decided to install his cousin Abdul Rahman Khan as emir instead. Ayub Khan, who had been serving as governor of Herat, rose in revolt, defeated a British detachment at the Battle of Mawniwand in July 1880 and besieged Kandahar. Roberts then led the main British force from Kabul and decisively defeated Ayub Khan on September 1 at the Battle of Kandahar, bringing his rebellion to an end. Abdul Rahman had confirmed the Treaty of Gandamak, leaving the British in control of the territories ceded by Khan and ensuring British control of Afghanistan's foreign policy in exchange for protection and a subsidy. Abandoning the provocative policy of maintaining a British resident in Kabul, but having achieved all their other objectives, the British withdrew. Captured British and Indian soldiers. The British officer John Masters recorded in his autobiography that Afghan women in the northwest frontier province of British India during the Second Anglo-Afghan War would castrate non-Muslim soldiers who were captured, like British and Sikhs. They also used an execution method involving urine. Pathan women urinated into prisoners' mouths. Captured British soldiers were spread out and fastened with restraints to the ground, then a stick, or a piece of wood was used to keep their mouth open to prevent swallowing. Pathan women then squatted and urinated directly into the mouth of the man until he drowned in the urine, taking turns one at a time. Timeline of battles. There were several decisive actions in the Second Anglo-Afghan War, from 1878 to 1880. Here are the battles and actions in chronological order. An asterisk indicates a clasp was awarded for that particular battle with the Afghanistan Medal. 1878, Battle of Ali Masjid, Battle of Paiwa Koppal, 1879, action at Takhti Pul, action at Matun, Battle of Khushki Nighod, Battle of Fachiabad, Battle of Kamdaka, Battle of Shariziab, Battle of Shajui, Battle of Kharazmir, Battle of Takhti Shah, Battle of Osmai Heights, Siege of Shippa, 1880, Battle of Ahmedkul, Battle of Arzu, Second Battle of Shariziab, Battle of Muiwand, Battle of Dekoja, Battle of Kandahar, 1881, Kandahar evacuation, order of battle. Peshawar Valley Field Force Lieutenant General Sir Samuel Brown, Cavalry Brigade Brigadier General C.J.S. Goff, 10th Hussars, 11th Province Lancers, Guides Cavalry. Royal Artillery, 1st Infantry Brigade Brigadier General H.T. Macpherson, 4th Battalion Rifle Brigade, 20th Brownlows Punjabis, 4th Gurkha Rifles. 2nd Infantry Brigade Brigadier General J.A. Tytler, 1st Battalion Leicestershire Regiment, Queen's Own Corps of Guides, 51st Sikhs. 3rd Infantry Brigade Brigadier General F. Appleyard, 81st North Lancashire Regiment, 14th Sikhs, 27th Punjabis. 4th Infantry Brigade Brigadier General W. Brown, 51st King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry, 6th Jat Light Infantry, 45th Sikhs. Karram Valley Field Force Major General Roberts Cavalry Brigade Brigadier General Hugh Goff, 10th Hussars, 12th Cavalry, 25th Cavalry. Royal Artillery Colonel A. H. Lindsay, 1st Infantry Brigade Brigadier General A. H. Cobb, 2nd Battalion, 8th Foot, 23rd Pioneers, 29th Punjabis, 58th Vaughan's Rifles. 2nd Infantry Brigade Brigadier General J. B. Thwell, 72nd Sayre 4th Highlanders, 21st Punjabis, 56th Rifles, 5th Gurkha Rifles. Kandahar Field Force, 1st Division Lieutenant General Donald Stewart, Cavalry Brigade Brigadier General Walter Fane, 15th Hussars, 8th Cavalry, 19th Fane's Lancers. Royal Artillery Brigadier General C. G. Arbuthnot, 1st Infantry Brigade Brigadier General Abata, 2nd Battalion King's Royal Rifles, 15th Sikhs, 25th Punjabis. 2nd Infantry Brigade Brigadier General W. Hughes, 59th East Lancashire Regiment, 12th Klataigalzai Regiment, 1st Gurkha Rifles, 3rd Gurkha Rifles. 2nd Division Major General M. A. Bidulph, Cavalry Brigade Brigadier General C. H. Palliser, 21st Daly's Horse, 22nd Sam Brown's Horse, 35th Signed Horse. Artillery Colonel M. A. Shaurya, 1st Infantry Brigade Brigadier General O'Lacy, 70th East Surrey Regiment, 19th Punjabis, 127th Baluchis. 2nd Infantry Brigade Brigadier General Nuttall, 26th Punjabis, 32nd Pioneers, 55th Coke's Rifles, 129th Baluchis. In fiction, at the beginning of A Study in Scarlet, the first of the Sherlock Holmes books, Dr. Watson is mentioned as having served as an army surgeon and been wounded in the Second Anglo-Afghan War and invalided home. MMK's novel The Far Pavilions is set, in part, during the Second Anglo-Afghan War. Rudyard Kipling's famous poem, Ford o' Kerbil River, published around 1890, depicts the fate of the 10th Hussars near Jalalabad. G. A. Henty's book For Name and Fame, To Cable with Roberts 1886, is set during this war. See also, First Anglo-Afghan War, Third Anglo-Afghan War, European influence in Afghanistan, Military History of Afghanistan, References. Bibliography, Barthorpe, Michael 2002. Afghan Wars and the Northwest Frontier 1839–1947. Castle. London. ISBN 0-304-36294-8, Gathorne Hardy, Gathorne. The Afghan War. Publications of the National Union. Westminster, National Union of Conservative and Constitutional Associations. Walker, Philip Francis. Afghanistan, A Short Account of Afghanistan, Its History, and Our Dealings with It. London, Griffith and Farron. Wilkinson Latham, Robert. 1977. Northwest Frontier 1837–1947. Osprey Publishing. London. ISBN 0-85045-275-9, external links, Second Anglo-Afghan War 1878–1880 Second Anglo-Afghan War Chronology, British Battles, online Afghan calendar with historical dates, Frederick Roberts and the Long Road to Kandahar, Anne S. K. Brown Military Collection, Brown University Library William Simpson's Diary and Album of Sketches and Watercolors covering the early part of the campaign, and done for the Illustrated London News, Afghanistan and the British Raj, the Second Afghan War and its Aftermath from the Royal Geographical Society of South Australia. Blog entries for Afghanistan and the British Raj that cover the subject chronologically with images through reference works in our collection.